Hey guys, George here. Today what I'd like to bring to you is a video about S2, War of the Rats, which takes place, of course, in Stalingrad in 1942. So basically, the Germans have to win or capture three buildings, F8, L6, and O6, before the end of turn 6, and the Russians get to move last. As well, we have an ad hoc shock group to enter along the south edge here before the end of the current turn number. Now, I'd like to say that I did try to capture live play on board and paper, my gameplay on this scenario. However, two things happened that were unexpected. One, unbeknown to me, although I have quite a little bit of memory in here, as I was playing, I was getting carried away. I couldn't monitor how much space was left on my phone. Maybe I should use this as a video capture device. What was happening was, in fact, I was running out of space. So my play exceeded the memory allocation or the storage capacity of my phone. So I missed some things. Then I did see that my video was captured in two segments automatically by my phone. How it did that, I'm not sure, but it did. And then I had to do some editing. You can't do anything without editing. And anytime I edit a video outside of my regular video capture device, it ends up being too long to upload and too large for storage purposes. Now that's what happened with my previous video. However, it turned out not so bad. And I ultimately uploaded it. But just the same, I have to tweak my system in order to get a better quality video. So on with the show, okay? I'll have to do a paper play one day where when I increase the quality of my setup altogether. So basically, what you see here with the yellow dotted lines is the demarcation line between where the German players can start and where the Russians can set up. And we have two excellent leaders. And usually those are the folks that I want to lead the assault. And I think that's what I'm going to do. In addition, you have 4 548s with a smoke factor of 4 as opposed to 2 that also can increase the support for the attack. However, the Soviets are stuck with 5 conscript units and 5447 units. With that said, let's get on to a proper defense for the Soviet player, and let's see where we can take that from there. So I'm going to put the 447s on the board first. I'm going to try and keep the video up to 45 minutes. Anything above 45 minutes, at 45 minutes it's already too long, and anything above that, not only do you lose interest, but it's very hard for me to upload given the bandwidth that I have. Now each of these first line squads is going to get a support weapon. And the way I am going to play it is as follows. I'm going to put the medium machine gun and the 447 actually normally going to put them. Well, I'm going to put them here because they can control a flank here. And then this fellow here, I will try and put them there and here. And I will try and keep this as my Alamo, keep this building as my Alamo. There we go. Best order leader there. Uh, this leader does not cause a leader lost morale check or a leader lost task check, so he's good, just like so. And then we'll have some units I can serve as guards, guardians of the universe. And I think that will do. I was interrupted there for a moment, but anywho. So what I'm seeing here is I got my Alamo here. This fellow here can guard this and this hex, and these guys can guard the entrance. The entrance being a one hex road hex that is a shortcut to a victory objective. Regarding the Alamo with the best way we can with first line units and LMG. You can always route with an LMG, but you cannot route with 5 portage points. So we'll use this to the best extent possible, and even if we have to break it, we'll break it before we route. Grigorov here also has an LMG that guards this alleyway and this alleyway, and the 467 is keeping these guys honest. So at this juncture, what are we going to do? I did say this fellow is going to lead the attack. Somehow. Somehow. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's start with the flank. And we'll put 2 units there. A DC and a flamethrower. And what are we going to do about the 548s? The remaining 548s. I would like to attack in this direction from the Russian left to right. This fellow is going to lead the attack there, and this fellow is going to lead the attack here. This fellow here we are stacking is going to prevent Russian reinforcements, hopefully, from coming in. And we'll, in L2, we'll form another kill stack that does not cower thanks to the leader, just like so. And then we will distribute the 467s across the remainder of the leaders. And put these guys in the bottom. let's see how this works out. And uh, the Germans begin first. So we'll put the axis turn counter there. Let's see what happens. Shall we prep fire? We shall indeed, and the 467s will form a fire group. Before I go any further, I will start a log file on my end. Okay, on to flip allied rally phase. And we do have one rally. The Germans lose their DM, but the Russians managed to score two broken units. Nobody eliminated. We should have removed all pins. Bring the leader back on top. There's no rule for it, but usually the leader goes first in taking all detrimental rolls. And here we got a 1 Snake Eyes to rally. Doesn't make it, but his DM comes off. And we can still not bring on the reinforcements, but now it's prep fire phase. And what I'm going to do is 2 attacks against the units here. First, I will do a 16 leader directed against them, a 16 up 2/up 1 against the units here. The reason why it's up 1 for the 548 is because he's carrying a flamethrower. So the total protective fire is protective DRM is +3, -1 for the leader, and -1 because the squad is holding a flamethrower. The other thing you can do is give the leader the flamethrower, and he can suffer that detriment, but for one reason or another, I didn't. So let's do the 16 up 2/1 attack on those units using Valinov here. Everybody see Valinov? Yep. And as always, I got rate. That's important. And I got a good roll with the Russians. So a 7 on the 16 is a 2 check on the squad. On the leader, it is a 1 check. So a 1 check on the leader needs actually 7 or less. Let's do that. Holy fajolis. Okay. Breaks. Does he ELR? ELR of 3. We got 9, 10, 11. And re-rolled a 12. So he does ELR and break. And the squad now has to take a 2 check. The squad, 5 plus 2 is 7. Passes. The leader breaks, but the squad passes. We do have rate, so we'll take an 8 up 1 attack against the Germans. 8 up 1. 9 on the 8 is a pintas check. Passes, no more rate, and that's all she wrote. So he prepared. Now we will take an 8 up 3 attack there. And that's absolutely nothing. So the squad managed to survive. Uh, no use firing this guy here. All right. On the other side, we still have quite a bit of a force here. Well, not really. I don't want to stick around and get a 4 up 3. Uh, I don't know what to do with these guys. I think I'm going to move them in any direction that will not put them in harm's way, and then move them back. So um, with that said, we're going to turn it to movement. You got to do some skulking to win this game as the Russian. That's how I believe the game should be. So we went to movement, and yep. So here we will assault move in this direction. Here we're going to assault move to there. Leave the this one behind. And these boys are going to assault move to there, assault move to here. This fellow here uh, will be marked as non-moved, because he didn't actually move. And this fellow here is going to assault move back. Let's see if we have lines of sight anywhere. Okay. Now we'll take the most important shot first, which is the flamethrower will attack a 24 flat against this unit here. Could have been better. 8 on a 24 is still a 2 check. So here, the leader first breaks but does not ALR. He should have taken a leader lost task check, so let's do that as well. He passed. Okay. So leader breaks, and 5 or less for the squad, and he breaks. And lo and behold, we now are in possession of probably a Soviet machine gun. And for the inherent firepower, he'll fire there at 8 up 3. 7 plus 3 is 10, nothing. He finally fired. And then we have another 8 up 3 here. 2, 4, 6, 7s are going to fire group. And that is a 6 on the 8, which is, I believe, a 1 check against this unit here. And of course, they break. And there's final fire here. We kind of broke through the Soviet flank here. Final fire and final fire. Steiner, he will fire as well. He will fire at this unit, so it's a 4 up 3. Leader directed, cannot cower. Doesn't do anything, but DMs this fellow. Yeah. He doesn't have any line of sight anywhere except there. Well, let's do a 4 up 3. Let's see what that gives us. There's no snipers in the game. 5, 8 on the 4 is nothing. There you go. I proved my case. Alright, so where does he have line of sight to? We shall find out. I think he still has line of sight there. Let's take a look and see. Yes, he does, unfortunately. Alright, and what does he have here? He has a 12 up 2. 12 up 2. That's 7 on the 12, which is a 1 check. Needs to roll 5 or less. Do we have any rate? No, we don't. 1 check. No, breaks. And he final fired. And I don't think they have line of sight to there. And I don't think they have line of sight to here. So be it. Okay. Very well. Okay, now we can do the following. We can go up here, go to defensive fire. We were in defensive fire. Let's go to advancing fire. I don't believe we have anything. So let's go to out. Route phase. These guys must route because let's clean it up. These fellows have to route because they're adjacent to a good order unit. There you go. 2. Are they getting any closer to this fellow? And can they see him? They can't see him. The moment they come here, they can't see him. So they can't go any further in this direction. All right. And they take the DM with them. Here, do they see this fellow here? And they have to route because they're adjacent to a known enemy unit. No, they don't. Do they see anybody else? I doubt that they could see this guy or this guy, but it is a free line of sight check, and everything is covered up. So they can actually route forward to there. And there you go. These fellows don't have to route, but actually they will. And these fellows don't have to route, but actually they will. Now for the German routes, he can, I believe they can go like this. These units are no longer under DM, but the leader is not. The leader is under DM, but the unit below the leader was no longer DM. And I still... Okay, now we can advance. Advance uh, those boys, and I definitely don't want to go close to the flamethrower or any distance close to the flamethrower. I want to keep this squad alive for as much as possible. Up here, we'll put one unit here with the LMG and another unit up there. Here we'll do something similar. Let's put that DM back. Okay, let's remove all the moves. Let's see what the situation looks like now. I think the plan is coming into play. I was about to move the German units, advance the German units, but that ain't going to happen. That would be a formidable mistake, so we already completed one turn. So let's turn the turn track to German turn 2. Flip. We eliminated that squad. We eliminated this squad in close combat. All right, so rally phase starting with the German player. We're going to try and self-rally this unit. Does not. And now we're going to try and self-rally the leader there. That needs a... he did ELR. Well, he did ELR. They didn't get wounded. So 5 or less. Nope, nobody's under ELR now. DM on the German side. Typically, I would try and dash across, but anyway. Here, a leader needs a 4 or less. Not under DM anymore. This unit is no longer under DM. And up here, Uh, snakes, casualty reduction, broken units do not ALR, put them in a casualty bin, and no more DM. And here, snakes again, no longer under DM. German turn 2, prep fire. There won't be any prep fire. Roller, maybe there will. Certainly not here. Okay. Uh, okay, certainly not there. Certainly not here. There's a method to my madness. And in this case here, this unit will fire there, and these units will fire here. We really want to do a number on them. All right, so here we got a 12 up 2. Let's do that attack. So 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. Goes down to 12 because there isn't a 14 table. -1 for the leader, +3 for the building. 12 up 2. Here it comes. Excellent. Beautiful. All right, they fired. Here we'll fire down to there. Every little bit counts. So we're guarding the flanks of that building. Kind of. You know, we're going to press the attack one way or another. All right, so here we got 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 4 is 13, plus 3 is 16, 16, 16 up 3. Let's do it. So 9 on the 16 is a 1 chuck against a good order squad. Let's see. He makes it. He prep fired. Let's go on to movement. Okay, he will assault move to there. And these guys are now under DM. He will not fire. Okay. This fellow here is going to declare non-assault movement, 1. If he draws line of sight and it's clear, he can fire at 2 down 2. And the question is there line of sight? And I think there is. So let's take a look and see. No, there isn't. And it was close. Look at that. So he has to fire in any case. So IFT did not cower, so he first fired. And there's no residuals there because you can't see nothing. So 1, 2, buckle my shoe or what? 1, no 1 to there. Two, 3, 4. We're going to let the fellow get away. And here we'll go 2, 3, and 4. Not much you can do. Here we're going to try and capture that building and try and eliminate this fellow here. So he's going to declare an assault move because it's with the leader. So that's 1, 2, 3 to put the DC in there. Now this fellow is going to attempt to fire there at 12 flat He's not in open ground, and in his assault move, they're not expending their entire movement factors. So 12 flat on Steiner. 8 on the 12. Is it one check first for the leader? One check, he pins. Leader pins. He expended all the movement factors before the pin. Now it's a 7 or less for the squad. Bam! Sorry, guys. He breaks. My apologies. The leader is pinned out in the open. And cannot go back to rally his squad. This guy first fired, and he can final fire at 6 flat, and he'll do that. 5 on the 6. 5 on the 6 is a 1 check. So 1 check for the leader. Passes, but he's still pinned. 1 check for the squad. And broken dudes cannot pin. He narrowly escaped devastation, say the least. So here, we're going to declare a non-assault movement. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. That's pretty much it. We're going to call defensive fire. And with defensive fire, he final fired because he fired twice. He could have ultimately fired final protective fire with 3 moves expended there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 up 3. Nah. And here are 4 up 3. Nothing to lose there. 7 on the 4. It's a pin toss check, and the Russians are rolling pretty well. Final fired, and here pin toss check. So 8, 7, 7. Now the good rolls come. I'm not going to bother for doing a 4 up 3 there. Possibility of breaking the LMG, worth it. Okay, that's my defensive fire. Advancing fire. I am my my own worst enemy. Here. So 24 flat there. Of course. 10 on the 24, that was the last shot. Is a 1 check. So leader, he breaks, and casualty reduces. So that's at least 1 wound check. All right, wounds. Wound check. He's gone. And squad, 1 check. 8. He half squads. Clone. Put him in the casualty bin. And then a leader lost morale check. 6 or less. He's gone completely. That's a flamethrower for you. Gone completely. And the inherent firepower would be a 2.5, 3, 4, 4 up 3. I ain't going to do that. I am not going to do that, but the flamethrower is gone. We roll a 10. There's no DM marker here. He captured 1 building. Pretty dangerous to have left him there. So he will fire to try and DM him. But I don't think he can. At 4, if they cower, up 3, yeah, they can do it. All right, boink, and DM'd. And they advance forward. Here, we don't have an advance fire, but we have a 2. Forget that. That ain't worth it. Okay, let's roll it to route. Now, this dude here can route, but does he want to? Nope. This unit has to route. So, can he route back to there? Did he see this guy from there? Let's see. Nope, so he can route back to there. Take his DM with him. This unit can route, but let's route him. He can route up, can't he? Let's see, does he have any line of sight to there? He can route up 1 hex. Keep up this guy here. Get rid of the move. And that's it. Now it's German advance. Turn 2. So now they can advance like this. This unit can advance like that. This unit can advance like this. That unit can go join the leader. Get blasted. Brunner and Hoth maintain their kill stack status up there. And see what is going to transpire. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okay, let's do the incremental save. 37 minutes in. So let's see what we have here. Close combat? I don't think so. Right, and let's go to rally phase. Ally turn 2. Flip. Okay, do we have any prep fire? No, let's go to rallies first. So it's a Russian rally. This fellow needs a 5 and gets it. Wow. Quick. I guess this game favors the Russians. And then here, 6. Yeah, and gets it. This guy, oh, I could have done a self rally there. But not really. Anyway, with near a 1. Nope, DM comes off. DM comes off there. DM comes off here. The pins should have been removed. Bring up the leader. I do have one rally for the German player, and it's this leader right here. So he needs a 9. Gets the 9, but unfortunately he's only a 9-1 now. He did ELR. So this fellow here ordinarily needs an 8, 9 for the terrain, and 10 with the leader. Nearly didn't make it. And he is up and running. And now since it's a Russian player turn too, I should have rolled a 1 in order for the reinforcements to come in, because the condition is less than the current turn. So the shock troops do not come in. Have a lonely 426 there. Not much he can do except prevent routes. And it's Russian turn here, so we'll do a 12 flat there. Let's see what happens there. 9 on the 12 is a normal. So leader first, pins, and squad makes it. Ha 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 ha. The 467 fared better than the 548. And did he get right? No, he did not. Oh, what a doofus. Okay, this guy here has a lowering 226 there. Um, this guy's up. This guy is a lost cause, I think. Well, maybe not. Hmm, maybe not. Let's go to uh, movement, and let's assault move these guys up here. Let's assault move these guys down here, like this, and like so. Okay, and now these guys have no target. So much for stacking. Benjamin Steinberg, if you're listening out there. Okay. All right, that's the end of my moves. And let's go to defensive fire. So for defensive fire, I'm pretty sure nobody can see this dude. But we have an 8 up 3 there, so we'll take it. 6 plus 3 is 9, which is a pin task check on this unit. That's an important task check. And he pins! And he final fired. These guys, I'm not... Ooh, he should have tried to pick up the MMG, and he did. But I don't think he can take it anywhere for beginners. And second, he doesn't have line of sight there. He might have line of sight here. And that's important. So, do we want to risk it for the biscuit, though? Not yet. Not yet. That MMG can be useful. A 4 up 3. There's no snipers. Let's take it. See what happens. Nothing except DM's the other fellow. This guy, I don't believe he can DM them, because if he were to cower, and the DM rule takes into cowering into consideration, he wouldn't be able to affect them. And a 4 up 3, I think we already took it. These guys are not going to fire. Staller probably doesn't have a shot there. It's worth taking a line of sight check. It's inherent firepower. Let's see. Oh no, we'll take it. And that was it. Final fire there. And I don't think these guys have a line of sight anywhere. I feel like breaking my MMGs. Okay. So that was that. Let's go to advancing fire. And I don't think I have any advancing fire. If I can shoot you, you can't shoot me. Let's go to route phase and clean up the board. All prep and def. Okay. We did say route. There's nobody that needs to route. Okay. Let's go to advanced phase. So we averted a near catastrophe there. What shall we do? You know what? We're going to try and clear out these guys to the best of our ability. Let's see what can happen here. Now this guy has DM'd them, and he will have to route. There you go. The 426 proved itself useful after all is said and done. Okay, he's in a bit of a pickle. So this was to be a very existential turn for the Germans. So let's take a look at the board. I think this guy managed to penetrate into the stronghold, but he did not succeed with the attack. The other thing that I was thinking of was slowly bringing him in through here, because this guy is really, these two guys, this guy is preventing the reinforcement of this building. This guy here would cover him. My fault. Let's take a look and see what's going to happen here. This is German turn 3 now. Halfway done. I'll do an incremental save. I did my incremental save. I'm going to remove all pins as well before advancing the turn counter. There you go. And let's go this way, and go here. And this is flipped to Axis turn 3. Let's not forget our self-rally, which will be this dude here. And he finally rallies. I would not have rallied if I had chosen this fellow here. Yeah. This guy's DM comes off, but he cannot self-rally. That dude's DM does not come off, and no other units are broken. And with that said, that brings us to prep fire. So let's do here an 8 up 2. Here to there. 8 up 2. Let's see how that fares. 7 plus 2 is 9, which is a pin task check. So leader, squad. Squad pins, that's important. So that squad pins, and he prep fired. Let's fire from here to there. Let's see, that unit is going to fare. So we got here with Bruner, we got a 9, plus 6 is 15. Rats, that makes it a 12 up 3. 12 up 3, let's see if we can keep rates on the guns. 10 on the 12 is just a pin task check and no rate on the guns. And he passes. He prep fired. I don't think these guys have line of sight to there, or here, or anywhere else. So what shall we do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to start to envelop the position. We're going to go to movement. So with movement, he will declare non-assault movement right here and go 1 to there, and we're going to try and fire at him there. Leader directed. Let's see what we can do. 1 hindrance, and the range on that one was a 5. So the LMG would be half to 1. Um, it would be a 2 flat. Plus 1 for the hindrance, minus 1 for first fire and non-assault movement. 2 flat, leader directed, so they can't cower. Let's do that. 2 flat. It's a good shot. It's a darn good shot. 3 on the 2 is a 1 chuck. Passes. I don't think they leave any residual because the 1 firepower would be negated by that. So they are marked with first fire. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. These guys are going to assault move like this. These guys are going to go non-assault movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that this guy's covering this edge here, so I'm going to leave him there. Now this fellow here will attempt to assault move to there. It'll be a 4 down 2, but nobody else has line of sight to him, I don't think. So assault move and a 4 down 2. No, a 4 down 1. 7 on the 4. It's just a pin toss check. And he passes with flying colors. He first fired, and there is 2 residuals there. Not that it matters. And I'm shocked that I didn't move this guy here. So I will. Should I move them as a stack? I think I will. And they'll assault move to the here. And I don't think I have line of sight to them. So now let's do our defensive fire for them. He first fired, so firing adjacent at 4 up 3. Nothing. And here they first fired and they're pinned, so half, doubled, and halved again. Halved, doubled, and halved again. So they are a 2 flat, nothing, and this will be a 8 flat, 4 on the 8. There you go. 4 on the 8. 4 on the 8 is a 2 check. So leader first, passes. That's a 1 check. Let's see what happens to the squad. That is actually 11, and the ELR is a 3, 9, 10, 11. It's not, well, 10, so he does ELR. 7 plus 3 is 10. We rolled an 11. So he does ELR and break. But nothing bad happened to the leader yet. The squad, though, is in a pickle. And he final fired. Firing a 2-factor attack is nada. Okay, let's turn it over to advancing fire. So we have let's remove all residuals. We have a 2 flat there. Nothing. There, nothing there. Here, there, another 2 flat. Nothing. Forget about this guy. Forget about it. Okay, let's go move on to route. And it's the axis routes first. This unit here cannot route there, cannot route here, cannot route here or here. He's gone for failure to route. And this unit can actually low crawl to there. That's all I have for brokies. So now we can go to advanced phase. Next, this fellow is going to advance here. This fellow is going to advance there. This stack is going to advance to there. This unit, if he chooses to advance there, he'll use all his movement factors, which are 2. So therefore, he chooses not to attack, move. This unit will move to here. And these fellows are going to move there. Good stuff. Let's nearly an hour here. It's up to turn 3. Did we advance everybody? Yep, let's delete all the moves and go here to close combat and do our incremental save of 3A. And what I'm going to do here is pause the video, play out the remainder of the game to keep the thing short, and give you the after action report or the consequences. So guys, I'm down to the last turn, and as you can see, this is how the map looks like. Now, I made one major mistake. So there are a bunch of Russian units here, right there, and I moved a couple of units that were guarding this flank back there, and that this leader that was being challenged here and here, he just assault moved to there, and then got rid of them. There are 2 Russian units that were eliminated for failure to rout because of this move, but then I failed to bring the a guard here, and Popov by turn 4 was able to move unimpeded into this X and capture this building location. So this building is being contested. Stoller did a good job clearing out this, but eventually this Soviet gun bailed on him. After a long struggle, these 2 stacks were able to penetrate down this way. Let's use a different color for the Germans. So Germans, all of us this way. Hoff here knocked out the Russians and got them to rout all the way down here. This unit is pinned. However, it is a leader. Let me show you. It is a leader that's pinned. The DM is here, and basically, we're down to the last turn. Okay. So, advance. Actually, are we down to the last turn? Let's take a look. Yeah, this was the ally turn. So it would be German rally phase next. We did all the advances we could, all the routes that we could, so we can remove all pins. So let's do German turn 6 here and see what happens, and remove all pins. There you go. Let's see what happens. Germans have to uh, go about rallying first. So here, right here, um, what's going to happen is um, he needs to rally that squad. That is a 4-4-7. It needs a 3 base 3, 4 for the terrain, 5 for the leadership DRM. And he's up. That might help. Break. It's a 4-4-7. He ELR'd when he broke last time around. Delete that. And this guy's okay. This guy cannot self-rally because it's not his turn, but his DM comes off. Okay. I doubt that he can recapture this building. This fellow here now can attempt to rally. He needs a 3. Does not get it. And DM can stay on because he has to route to terrain. Okay. So that was the rally phase. Nothing here is broken. There's 3 5-2-7s and an LMG. And an LMG. Okay. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to go to prep fire. It's the Axis turn. And not necessarily prep fire. Let's go to movement and see what happens now. Okay, so we're going to do this very methodically. There you go. This unit is going to assault move to there. And he can hold his fire or he can attack. If he holds his fire, he can attack at full firepower, whichever unit tries to expel him from the hex. But if he doesn't, he won't be leaving residuals as well. So what we're going to do is break down our attacks into 3 possible attacks. So the first units that are going to first fire will be the 5-2-7 with the 2-2-6 against him. That'll be 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. So that will be a 12 up 3 there. Let's do it. 12 up 3. 11 on 12. 11 on the 12 is nothing at all, but it leaves 6 residuals there. Now Steiner has to, since the squad has the DC, Steiner has to assault move in there with them and takes a 6 residual attack in order to place the DC on pop-off. So we'll do an assault move like that, 6 up 3, residual attack, a 9 on the 6, miss, and now we're going to place the DC, just like so. And of course, he's going to attack with a 20, up 1 there. Um, 10 on the 20. 10 on the 20. There's a 1 check. So Staller first. Breaks. But that wasn't the squad that placed the DC. Breaks. Now the 548 makes it. So the DC is there. Now they can choose. they have all first fire there. Now they can choose to attack. Again, that stack, but they have to worry about Statler. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to assault move the 4-6-7 in there. We have 1 broken unit, and it's just 1 leader. Okay, now they can final fire, which would be a 15, 16, 16 up 2. Oh, up 1, 16 up 1. 16 up 1, 12 on the 16. Is missed by 1, so they final fired. But they do leave 6 residuals in there. So this guy can assault move to there, attempt to pick up for 2. So he'll take a 6 residual attack for that. 6 up 3 because he's assault moving. That's a good attack. 6 on the 6 is a 1 check. Pins. So he cannot pick up the anything there. They have final fired. 1 leader is wait a second. So 1 leader is pinned, and the squad is in good order. And the other 2 squads are in good order, but no leader has managed to do anything there. We did go to movement, and what we're going to do is he'll move, assault move to there, DMs this fellow here, and he'll assault move to there. He will assault move to here. Now we're down to the last nitty gritty attack. So after defensive movement comes defensive fire. They've already final fired. We remove all the residuals and go to advancing fire. So with advancing fire, we got a 6 there because he has an assault fire and absolutely nothing there. So 6 plus 4 is 10, 14, 12 up 3. That's a good roll. 9 on the 12 is a 1 check. So top to bottom, 1 check. Makes it. Now it's a he can an 8 or less. -2 negates the 1 check. So we got 3 8 or less is top to bottom. 1, 2 breaks, 3 breaks, 2 break. He's still a force to be content with. So they advance fired. I will not fire here or there. There's no purpose. Now, that's advancing fire. Now we got a route. So these folks will have to route out of the building, remove all moves, all prep, and death fire. These guys get out. Does the leader go with him? Oh, I forgot the 30 up 3. Put this up back in order here. 30 up 3. Here comes 8 on the 30. 8 on the 30. It's a 3 check. So leader first, followed by the good order squad. 3 check. He breaks. I'm not going to even bother with ELR because at this juncture, and the other squad breaks. The last 2 squads, one of them has squads right here. Clone and put him in the casualty pit. It's going to be a nice one here. Boy. Alrighty. Let's see what happens. Okay. Alright. So let's go to route phase. There's still 1 unit in there, but a leader is not enough to claim control for that thing. Okay, and we can put this thing away. It blew up nicely. You can just delete it. Okay, these guys have to low crawl out. Blink. And these guys now don't have to route. These guys have to route like this. And these guys can route to the building. There you go. This building is now controlled by the Russians. Let's advance. Yep. Now this building is now controlled uh, by the Germans. Here we can go into close combat. But like I said before, one single man counter cannot control everything. So there we got 8, 9, 9 to 1, if there is such a thing, versus 1 to whatever. All right. Leader ordinarily needs a 0. So there's no way I can lose the close combat. Let's roll it in any case. Oh, we can roll for ambush. I think he ambushed me. So he does get a -1. Close combat? Nope. And I get a +1, but it's like an 8 to 1. I did it. 10. Ordinarily I would have needed a 9 to 1 or an 8 to 1, 11. So I rolled 10. By the skin of my teeth, the Germans are winning this scenario. It's a bit unusual, but hey. And let's see what the roar data say. Well, looking at the roar, it's 170, 170. Even Stevens. How about that? Oh well, that was a long one. Let's go back to Vessel. Yeah, pretty long one. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like I said before, I tried to bring you a video with board and paper, but I did get to enjoy playing with board and paper for a change. Hopefully I'll do that soon. You know, maybe in August I'll go down to Stack Academy, pay an arm and leg, $100 through the nose, and introduce people to Squad Leader. I'm sure they're familiar with it. There have been people that got addicted, broke the addiction, go back. I don't know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. It's an hour and 13 minutes long. Wow. Got to do a couple of other videos, but on my other channel that's REDUX related. So hang in there, guys. Low roll, roll low. Got that one right. And have a great week ahead. Thanks again for all the new subscribers and the folks that have been with me from the get-go. I want to thank a couple of other people. Well, I want to thank Humble Grumble Jones, because on his blog he did link his blog to my channel. That helps a lot. I want to also thank the 2.5 squads that did subscribe to my channel not too long ago. Dan Pancadarli at No Enemies Here, and also Artie, for a while back he recognized my channel as the channel of the week, and that brought a lot of traffic to this site. So thank you all for your support, and I do appreciate your time in watching my videos. I know your time is valuable these days, so hey, hang in there, guys. Take care.